Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's Women Winning Wednesday night call. My name is Chanel Burt, and I'm a Senior Vice President, Circle of Champions member with this opportunity. And I want to welcome each and every one of you to this call as we host it every single Wednesday. We literally just celebrated hosting this call for 3 years last week. I hope you guys were on that amazing call with all of the women from the Circle of Champions. And so we get to host this every single week to hear from a phenomenal woman that has earned the position of regional director or above in the opportunity in the world of ACN. You know, we are in 27 different countries, and we are blessed to have people on here from all over the world every single week as we get to hear the stories as well as any training that these ladies want to bring to the table. And I get so excited every single Wednesday when I get to call someone to be the guest speaker, because I know it's going to be powerful. I know that you guys are going to get so much out of it. But this call was really designed to empower, encourage, and equip you, especially more women, to rise through the ranks of the ACN opportunity. You know, we had not been seeing a whole lot of women on the big stage at an international convention or a company-wide call until now. And so now we get to see and hear from women that we may not get to hear from if we are not personally working with them or if we are not in their particular market. So I'm so excited that we get to host this and hear from these women, because listen, everybody can take full advantage of the information that they give every single week. And I'm excited that you guys are on here tonight. And so, you know, we've been seeing so many more women get promoted to regional director, regional vice president. And I know we have some future senior vice presidents out there as well. So, man, I'm cheering for each and every one of you. And listen, this is for everybody. This call is led by women, but it is for everyone. So men, if this is your first time being on a call, please make sure you are ready to take notes, because I know it is going to be just as impactful for you guys as well. And so before I introduce our speaker tonight, please make sure that you are plugging into everything that ACN has on the table for us. You know, we have an Emerge event in Dallas coming up in November. And I'm super excited about that, because when I got started in the business almost 15 years ago, I was living in Texas and there was nothing happening the way that it is today. And so I'm so excited to see all of the leaders that are going to be plugging in. And we have our final Game On event in December, our virtual convention that ACN is putting on. So please make sure you are registering for these events. And more importantly, you are promoting them for all of your brand new people to plug in so that they can see the bigger picture of ACN. So guys, I am going to get out of the way because I'm so excited to have the guest speaker that we have tonight. You know, last week, I was getting so many messages about why we haven't heard a whole entire call from the guest speaker that we have today, Miss Renata Krumer. You know, she is an absolute phenomenal leader in ACN. She's a Circle of Champions member. Her and her husband are building the business. They're, you know, regional vice presidents. Like this is a woman that so many people admire. She is such an inspiration, and she is so passionate about helping people win in this ACN opportunity. And I'm so thankful that she was available to get on this week so that she can share this call and share her story and give any and all of you some training that can really help you advance your businesses as we close out the fourth quarter. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to turn it over to phenomenal woman, Miss Renata Krumer. Thank you so much for being on the call with us today.
Thank you so much. I am very honored to be here. I'm looking at you. I love you, Chanel. I love what you do. Do you know that I learned that you exist in this world probably first day when I started my ACN journey from our absolutely awesome, phenomenal leader and mentor, Byron Nelson. And I have to tell you, he was talking about you and your amazing husband so often. We knew who you are. We know your habits. We know what you do. We know your daily mode of everything. You were, and now, you know, 9.5 years later, the fact that you invited me to be a part of your event, I feel so humbled. Do you know what else I realized? That I'm so happy you never invited me personally before. I think that something like this needs to be deserved. Guys, whoever already been a part of this event Wednesday, somehow you deserve before, and I love it that I'm here today, because you know what I know? Considering that we work on ourselves every single day, somehow it took me 9.5 years, but I love it, because when I look at myself in my 27, 37, 47, I think I'm better now. Do you know, when you work on ourselves, yes, we're getting more mature. Yes, certain things, your skin might not be that radiant, but your soul and who you are, you could be better if you're working on yourself. So thank you so much. And when I started, yes, ACN journey started with Byron Nelson, and we are tremendously grateful for this man. And it's interesting, this afternoon, when I was thinking about my journey, I thought, what can I say? Do you know, my story is like each of your stories. What I know, that your stories, guys, your stories need to be heard, because it's, my story is very important to me. Your story, do you know, with your story, how many hearts you can touch? And I know that for sure. And yes, it took me 57 years to sit right now, to feel that this awesome leader, Chanel, give me so many compliments, and I'm sharing with you. I hope it's gonna take you a little bit less time. If you're younger, hey, let's go. If you're more mature, it's also fine, because the most mature partner we had in our team, he was 82 years old. And guys, he stayed in our team for 7 years. And he, at the very end of his life, he was talking about his ACN journey. And he said the last 7 years was the biggest blessing. So I truly believe that everybody here, slightly over, younger, 82. So we have time. I have to tell you just a few words about myself. I came here at 26 years old from Russia, did not speak English at all. I often brag that I was the most popular cleaning ladies in New York City. Very fast, very efficient, did not ask a lot of questions, smile, honestly, did not understand everything. But do you know, that's who you like fast, efficient, and it was me. Do you know that graduating from New York University Stern Business School while cleaning hundreds of houses at some point was my biggest accomplishment. And I thought that this is my life. And I was working as a hotel manager in Midtown Manhattan. I worked for 2 years at Salisbury Hotel and almost 20 years at Omni Berkshire Place Hotel. Beautiful property. And as you know, as a hotel manager, your job requires you to smile all the time. That was me. But besides smiling, you need to deal with a lot of little issues. You probably know, if you travel and you spend sometimes $2,000-3,000 per night, that was some of our rooms, you really don't care what manager feel or how she react. You want to make sure you get a service. So I wanted to make sure that my hotel was good. And however, the hotel industry, and maybe corporation where you work, you are as good as revenue of this month. That was my corporate life. Even though I loved it and I learned a lot, and working with people, I think I became much more American. Of course, I speak my Russian accent. And by the way, to win in ACN, you don't need to have one. Awesome if you don't have an accent, but I do, and I stop even fighting. I think this is it. That's gonna be why I would look different. And today about R, right? Renata, Russian, red. Now I just need to make sure I'm radiant enough for you, and I'm relatable enough and relevant enough. And if I accomplish that, that's awesome. I know that this evening would be important to you, because it's super important to me, not just share my information. I want to touch your heart, because what I know, there is so many shows, there is so many absolutely valuable information in the world available to you, and you spending this evening here. I feel very honored and humble. It's very true. So I want to be the reason. I want you to remember this evening. But I want to tell you, whoever invited you to this business, you probably learned the importance of having a mentor and trusting your mentor. I have to tell you that mentor is a teacher, and you probably learn in life that the good teacher is the one who informs you. You get the information, you might ready to implement, but there is a big difference between good leader and great leader, and good teacher and great teacher. The great one knows how to inspire. And that was our mentor and our leader, Byron Nelson. Not just we, Lord, we were super inspired because ACN was the very first network marketing for me and my husband. The first and the last one we found home. And I have to tell you that my husband was super skeptical. He was a great man, very bright. I think if you compare both of us, he's smarter in many aspects in life, definitely in finance. But you know what happened to ACN? It was right time for me. It was the time when we were supporting our 3 kids through college. It was the time when my mother's health started to deteriorate. And I felt very sad. And as I said, the nature of my job required me to smile all the time. In reality, my little Renata was crying every single day. And unfortunately, my mama was losing her memories and she was calling me, and I had so many meetings. And you know, she called me, and in a few minutes, she called me back. And I'm thinking, I'm dealing with pillows and towels, you know, hotel. And my mama, she was so precious to me. And that was my life. So that is the reason I was crying, because, you know, when somebody's so important to you, but you know, you cannot give attention. And in my mother's case, time was the most valuable thing for me. So I started ACN journey. Could you believe it? In 1 year and 3 weeks to be exact, I was able to walk away from my job. And I got a very rare chance. I spent 2 quality years with my mother before she passed away. You better believe it that ACN has a sentimental value in my life. And somehow I started treated with all my passion from day one. And I have to tell you the reason, and it might help you. I think every single person online, would you agree with me that God makes absolutely no mistakes? Do you agree? I love it. I love that it's Zoom. I can see you. I can feel you. So when I saw it, ACN, never ever dealt with any network marketing experience. My heart, I thought, this is mine. The lady, by the way, who introduced me, and someone invited you to this event, and someone introduced you to ACN, she became my hero forever. Her name is Terry Aniada. And every morning when I prayed, she sought me in my prayer. She changed my life. I have to tell you that my husband said no, but he said no because he's a very logical guy. I said yes, because my intuition said, Renata, this is answer to your prayers. If I think that this is a blessing, if I think that this is from above, do you really think I can let anybody steal it from me? If you think that something is your blessing, it might be your significant other, the one that you were looking all your life. It might be your child. You think it's a blessing. Do you let anybody steal it from you? Absolutely not. That is the main reason, even though I absolutely adore my Boris, but when he did not see this opportunity, I was stubborn. And what happened with you, if your significant other not as excited as you, at least one of you have to start running. And what happened then, ACN checks and direct deposit at this moment works as the best remedy. What is the best remedy for you? That's how it works. And Boris, in a month, he said, one moment, there is money coming from this company. They're not that bad. And in a few months, he said, I'm in. And since then, we're running together. But the few months when he was not in, do you know that I spent from 8 to 9 hours in a hotel, at the hotel when I was working. Then I was commuting. My commute took 3 hours, 1.5 hours each way. Would you like to know what I did, ACN? In a subway. In a subway on a bridge, I was there for about 30 minutes, because the other time you cannot hear anybody, but 30 minutes was my time, and this was ACN time, and nobody can do anything to disturb me. This 30 minutes each way. Some people I know, it's a good time to bother in the morning. Some people, afternoon, late afternoon. Very little I could do at work, because as a hotel manager, you're responsible for every single department. And very little I could do at home, because here is my awesome husband. And you know, when you're home, I'm a mother, I'm a mama, I'm a friend, I'm a wife. So real ACN was in a subway. But do you think it stopped me? No. So in case if the whole world you think against you, you need to feel that this is a blessing and don't let anybody steal it from you. And even our kids, it's our blessing. And our doctor recently became a doctor. When we just became regional director, we were bragging, we were celebrating. And she's being a medical doctor, MD. She said, guys, I'm looking at you. You in your like almost 50s at that time. What are you so excited about RD? You're looking at it like it's MD. And for us, it was MD. And now being an MD and working so many shifts, she's looking at us. And she said, guys, I'm proud of you. But it would be the reason when everybody against you. And I have to tell you, a lot of my friends, they also not necessarily find ACN that attractive. And at the time when I was working hotel manager for all those years, I also had my own radio show on the Russian network. And also was hosting concert at Carnegie Hall, Lincoln Center, classical music concert, when you see the lady looking very like cold. And I was saying, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. That was me. So my friends, when I started ACN, they said, Renata, what bills? You are hosting this concert, Carnegie radio. What bills? What do you mean on energy bills? Guys, you know what I was saying? And if anybody bothered when anyone approached you, this is the best way. I was looking at them and I was saying, thank you for thinking of me. And they're like, okay. And sometimes I repeat, I said, thank you for thinking of me. Do you know what really I thought? I thought nobody can steal it from me, not even you. And do you know what happened later? When I was able to retire it, and I started at 48, I was able to say goodbye to the corporate world at 49. You know how many people joined us after I did that? Because among my friends, my job was one of the most prestigious ones, because being a hotel manager, few blocks from a Rockefeller Center, when the entire Good Morning America shows was staying at my property. So obviously it was a lot of concerts, a lot of good shows. And then I said, ACN is my passion and this is the only thing I'm doing. And do you know, the main reason I needed radio in my life, because since the day that I came to this country, I look at very corporate ladies and I thought that they're not compassionate enough for me. I'm a very passionate nature. I'm looking at them. I thought, I got it. I love the way they look, the suit, everything is good. But I thought they're too cold. What I did, my radio show, where I cannot deliver anything like on Zoom. You at least can see my red lipstick, my red top, I look cute. But radio, that's it. What you deliver, that's the main thing. Nobody cares, they cannot see how you look. So radio was very important for me to make a difference. I felt that I'm making a difference because I was talking to people. At the moment I start my ACN journey, do you know what happened? I did not need my radio anymore. The first time in my life, that was enough of everything. From making a difference, of course, making money, because we have a family and money is still important. But the main thing in ACN, when you help more people, you make more money. So do you know, as Chanel said, that many people here wants to be SVP. And my husband and I, we want to be SVP. The only little thing we need to do to accomplish that, would you like to know what is it? Yes, to help more people. And I know that, and we will, and we love helping. And you know what else you need to do? I want to share with you. When I started, at that time was the position executive team trainer, not a leader, trainer. And that day I decided to create vision board. And I have to tell you, our mentor, Byron Nelson, he's by the way, senior vice president, and he's the founder of Matrix Group. And he's a big fan of vision board. And my vision board I think was not modest at all. I want to share it with you. I know it's recorded. You're going to forgive me for not being modest because this is my evening. And I was waiting for 57 years. It's okay if I'm not modest, right? I hope that you can see it. Tell me that you can. You see it, right? Super. Take a look at my vision board. It was created 9 years and 3 months ago. Few new pictures. You can see Byron Nelson right here. You can see Les Brown, the gentleman. We love him so much. And I know that Byron Nelson worked very close with him. We had an honor to meet him personally. Do you remember the lady? Do you know very well the lady who's a host, Chanel Burt? At that time, we never met yet. But do you see my Boris and me picture next to Chanel and Burt, and next to Debbie Davis and Jeff? You can see that SVPs here, and you can see that we were, forget about COC, we were executive team trainer, not even a leader yet. But I thought that this is my vision board. Do you see? I have even Tony Robbins here, because on this line, on this part, if anybody needs help to create a good vision board, you can call me. I stopped sharing, but I just want to tell you, create one, because it's important. You know, with every year, I'm looking at it, Boris, okay, we are VP, and we put another picture with Greg Provenzana. Now, like a little bit later, I put that we are RVP Platinum, RVP Gold, and guys, we need to become SVP, but again, helping more people, and we will. And I want to tell you something. I need to think what would become the most important for you to win, so you know nobody can steal it from you. You got it, because this is the most important. Because if you stay here, you're good. By the way, Zoom, guys, I love Zoom. Did I tell you that I'm not technical? I'm a poetry lover, but it's irrelevant. Zoom is something awesome. At the moment, this pandemic time, and I thought, oh my God, how would I do it? Besides that, I learned how to do it, and some of our brilliant partners that we have in our team, I was calling and said, guys, whoever use Zoom, please help. And they did. We have the team, the caliber of people in our team. This is a gift. We call it a Navy SEAL, because the team is small, but the most brilliant people. I have to tell you that next month, it would be 1 year for my little program. I call it Mornings with Renata, because it's a free program. But I said, you know, whoever have a chance like me, wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning and start at 9, from 9 to 10:30, I do my own program where I'm including so much from meditation, exercise, energy, everything. Whoever have time, I'm inviting you. But what I love, for me, it's also the way to give back. And for me, this is the way to connect. And I understand that if I would working as a hotel manager, waking up every day at 6 o'clock in the morning, would never ever start my program at 9 and finish at 10:30. But now I can do it. And I have to tell you, you're very different people online, but I have to tell you, financial freedom look absolutely adorable on everyone. It doesn't matter your age. As I said, the youngest person in our team is 18. The most mature one was 82. And we are different shades, and we are different culture and background, and it doesn't matter. What I want you to do, the main thing, if you hear at least one sentence and it touch your heart, that's super important to me. But the most important, don't judge. If you look at me and said, this Renata, why she has red lipstick on, why she has this color, that's all irrelevant, guys, because I'm looking at you with so much love. I want to give, I want to make a difference. So get what you like and disregard what bothering you, because we are different. We sometimes think that even though the expression that you want find the person who you are. Let's say, I want to find another Renata. Yes and no, because do you understand? I know Renata. most of the time. Guys, I want to learn more about other people. And ACN, like no other company, no other business. I think this is an art because you can learn about you can learn about people, and you can definitely, by working on yourself, becoming better, not with every day, every moment. That's why when Chanel called today, I thought, I'm so glad she did not invited me 3 years ago. I don't think I was the person who I am today. I also want to tell you, being unstoppable, how important. In this period of 9.5 years, not everything was so glamorous. In my 1.5 years ago, in particular in my life, I was diagnosed with cancer, and it was super a difficult time because they said it's stage 4 and goodbye. That's type of cancer. Guys, you see, thank God that I trust the process so much that I thought that it is impossible. I think at this moment, I'm more valuable than ever in my life. There is so much I can do for others. I thought it's impossible. And thank God for my husband being next to me, his support. Thank God for our incredible, of course, family, kids, parents, our team. I have so much love. And I thought, God, I can do so much. I cannot go now. I promised my people to celebrate their RVP, and I know how to celebrate people. I thought nobody can celebrate as good as me. I'm staying. I need to be here. And I'm so glad to be able to spend time with you today. And I hope for more years. And again, I trust the process. Only God knows. But the funny thing is, right after surgery, I have a surgery on my lung, and it's kind of tough surgery, and you have a tube, and And you know, a few registered nurses working with you after surgeries, and Boris is next to me. And after I completely woke up, I said, Boris, look at them. I want to pick them. Look at their work ethic. He said, baby, we do not understand how surgery, what's going on, metastasis. I said, Boris, look at this girl. This love for ACN helped me in any situation. It's a funny thing, but it was so real. Because I have the tube, I want this lady who was taking care of me, amazing lady. I want her to see me as a leader that she can follow. So I remember I was pretending, but you know, I give my mind messages that no pain. I said, I'm good. I'm thinking if I'm weak, she's gonna never ever follow me. She's never gonna even attend the meeting. And I remember I started walking faster than anybody after that surgery, only because I wanted to be strong. I wanted to be strong and happy for my team, because, you know, guys, even though we're all compassionate, but the deal is nobody follow sick or unhappy people. I know that. You know that. We could be very kind, but we need somebody radiant. We do need somebody relevant. We do need somebody relatable. It's art. And today is art. It's Russian Renata, red, relevant, radiant, relatable. And I have to tell you what else. There is so much. So don't worry if you're not technical. I'm not technical. That's irrelevant. You're definitely gonna find your customer, even using your own customer. A few people in the world definitely love you. And the only thing I suggest you not even continue ACN if you're very upset with people in general. That would be tough if you don't like them. And I understand you might have a reason, but if this is the deal, it's going to be almost impossible to win here, guys. You need to love them. You need to be a teacher. You need to be a student. You need to celebrate your people. I often compare ACN with the parenting. And, you know, and I look at ACN as my youngest child, the gifted, the most incredible one. Do you know how I protect it? How much passion I have to protect this child? Do you know if lady give birth in her late 40s, do you think she knows how to protect? Of course she does, passionately. That's me. That's me and ACN. I have to tell you, we New York, we never stopped having life events. It was crazy, even during pandemic. It was every Friday. Of course, we have everyday Zoom events, but one day live events. And as I mentioned before, I think that my hugs is very healing. And I think if anybody loves Zoom, but then they want to see that we're real deal, come on Friday. Now we changed this day for Sunday. So if you have anybody online, if you have anybody you know from New York area, it might be Queens, it might be Brooklyn, welcome. We definitely help you. You might be from another team, and it's still absolutely okay. All of us is we're all ACN family, and we want you to win. And I'm not exaggerating. You're very important to me because out of all programs in the world, you're with me, and it, it's very touching. Chanel kindly said that I have 30 minutes. I think I took a little bit more, almost 30, but with so much love, with so much respect to each of you, to your journey. I want to hear your story. Thank you so much for listening, mind, for being with me, for giving me your love, your light. I feel it. And I want to be a part of your celebration. And thank you, Chanel, for your RVP celebration, because I use it when we started a lot. I was sharing with a lot of girls. I said, look at this. She's petite, she's gorgeous, she's so strong, she's winning. And later on, your SVP promotion. I mean, it was a Broadway show. It was so much emotion. It was so real. You're awesome. And now the fact that you invited me to this evening event, I don't take it lightly. I am very, very grateful. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. I think, listen, your passion, it exudes through the screen. Can everybody agree with that? Like, you are so, I see men, women, everybody are like shaking their heads because I mean, you can tell that you are just so passionate about ACN, about people. Just your love for people has you winning here. And that is just, I was just listening to you, and when you just talked about how it's kind of like parenting, like I always feel like my team, they're my kids, and when you see, like, when they start developing into leaders and getting promoted and all of that, like, it's like a proud parent watching your children grow up. And your love for people, I'm so glad you touched on that. Like, you have to love people. You can't just not like people, because you're not going to win here in ACN. And you are just phenomenal, just phenomenal. And a lot of people didn't know, what you were going through, and when you were dealing with cancer, and even when you found out about it. I know we kind of talked about it in a circle, we were praying for you and everything, but to see you guys just still keep going, like doing everything you possibly could. And when you said, I love when you said, God, I can't go right now because I have to celebrate my people. It's so interesting when, or shall I say, there's a difference between you being an ACN and ACN being in you. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just stick around a little bit longer, help more people, and you will understand what I mean. There's a huge difference from you just joining ACN, just building a business for yourself. But when ACN is really in you, that's all you really think about. And for you to think about that during that time, like, that is so awesome. I know your team, they're so grateful for you. ACN is so grateful for you. Everybody on this call is so grateful for you. You as a Circle of Champions member, you bring so much to the table, and we're just honored that you could be on the call. And I must say that I have invited her. Okay. I have definitely called her, but she lost her voice when I called her that day. So let me just clear that up, because I'm like, now don't be saying that I never invited you. As awesome as you are. So this is so awesome though, for you to be on here following last week. so many people wanted to hear from you and invited other people, because, you were one of the women last week that just, you just exude excellence and, integrity and grace and your poise and just everything about you. And so you're so beautiful. You keep talking about your red lipstick and your red shirt and like you look so beautiful tonight. And we thank you.
I
Thank
want
you.
it to look good, my dear. And I need to talk. I know it's a girls' night, but I have to tell you guys, I'm very blessed to have an incredible husband in my life. I trust him. I love him. Thank God he's next to me. He's a very strong man, strong leader, my best friend. Just want to tell you, we celebrate 26 years anniversary last month.
Oh,
And
wow. Congratulations to you
thank
guys.
you so much, because I was talking about myself that I have to tell you, I feel very much protection from this great man, and I need to mention that.
Yeah, I mean, look at him right there. He's so proud. Look at him, guys. He was so proud. I was taking pictures of him. Like it looked like he's like standing behind this woman on this call. He was all into the camera. I don't know if y'all saw him, but man, Boris, you are so awesome. Congratulations to both of you. 26 years. Man, we just made 11 years. Woo. So glad we made it. So, all right, Boris, I got it. Look, I highlighted you so everybody can see you, but this is a women winning call, so you're out of here. But
But
man,
you saw your picture on my vision board for the past 9 years.
that
Did
is
you
so
see?
crazy.
You know what happened? One couple I saw there, I cut them. It was not very polite, but I thought, okay, who I'm keeping? I'm keeping Chanel and Aaron, and I'm keeping Debbie Davis. And I thought, that's the couple. I'm gonna go there. The funny thing, in a few years, this couple disappeared, and I said, Boris, it's not the reason that I cut them. It was different reason, but it was very funny. But you're still there, and God willing, someday will become SVP, because this vision board stated SVP, and it stated 15 top producing SVP. So
Oh, I saw that.
only then I need to change it. But guys, if you're ETL or you just started, please create vision board and make sure you get Chanel picture next to you. And want you to wish, to have a desire to be senior vice president. It's gonna happen. And you're gonna be COC, because the good news, every year they change COC. So it doesn't mean that it's not like you get married for 26 years. Every year they look at me and they said, Renata, you're good, but there is somebody even better. And it's awesome, guys. We absolutely agree to give you a chance, because like we've been there for 3 years, and I said, Boris, it's a long time, thank God. So in case if you want to be there and you deserve to be there, they're waiting for you. Every year they see for new people, but you're there forever. You're awesome, Chanel. Thank you so much. And thank you for your kindest word.
Well, thank you. Wow, wow, wow. This is such an amazing, heartfelt call. I think you touched everybody's heart. Like just your whole conversation, and just for people to understand, just to keep going, even when life happens, just keep going. I have on a keep going shirt right now, but yeah, just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. And like she said, the co-founders are waiting for you guys. Anybody can qualify for the Circle of Champions. And so if that's your desire to be there, you just got to work hard, like just work hard, do the work. That's all it takes is work. And man, this was just so awesome. And congratulations again, 26 years. Wait till I tell Aaron, I'm like, man.
You are powerhouse.
No, marriage is a blessing. Listen, I always thank God for a second chance because, everybody knows I was married before and, it just didn't work out. But we just celebrated 11 years. We have 4 kids. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to build the business together. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And talking about second chance, both of us got second chance as well. This is our second marriage. But my father said that second is okay. You're allowed to rehearsal once, but not anymore.
That's right.
That's what my dad said. He said, daughter, just once, just one rehearsal. It needs to be good. So, thank God.
Well, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for joining us again on tonight's Women Winning Wednesday call. And guys, listen, the recording will be available as soon as I possibly can get it out. But thank you guys once again for jumping on here every single week. You know, we host this every single Wednesday, and you absolutely have no idea what you're going to hear or what you're going to see that may not just change your business, but absolutely change your life. You guys got to see her vision board tonight. And I would encourage each and every one of you to do that, because guess what? 2021 isn't over yet. It's not over yet. And I know some people have gotten off track with some of their goals. Life has happened, but 2021 is not over yet. You can still create some goals and have a vision board for how you want to close out the fourth quarter of this year. So just do it. Just do
and the
it.
good thing, guys, you can keep certain thing, like my SVP or top producing 15 SVP. It's not in my life yet. So I'm keeping it. Certain thing, I change it. But something what's very important, and it's not accomplished yet, or it's not happened yet, even though I trust the process, I'm thinking, okay, I need to let God, universe, whatever you believe to know, we are going there. It's very good for you. Please have it. It's easy. It doesn't need to be as glamorous as mine, because I think mine, for me, it's very important that it's like so bright, it's so clear, but it could be a little sloppy. It's fine, guys. It's for you.
Yeah, I would encourage each and every one of you to do that. You know, before next week's call. How about that? Can we all make a deal like to do that? Like before next Wednesday, we have a whole week. I know you have Zoom meetings. I know you have training. I know you have different things going on with your organization, your home life, all of that. But let's all commit to doing a new vision board by next Wednesday. Okay.
And if anybody needs help, you can call me, guys. I can help.
She wants to help everybody.
No, because it's important. At the moment of vision board, you know where you're going. It's super important.
That's right.
And then,
you know, we always used to talk about that with goals too. You know, like if you don't have a target that you can see, like how are you going to hit it?
True.
It's the same thing.
100%. And then when you accomplish, you just on the top put something else, something new. But when it's still there for so many years, I'm thinking, hey, Renata.
I know. And over the weeks I've been hearing, so many women have told me that now on their vision board is this Women Winning Wednesday call for them to speak on this Women Winning Wednesday call one day, you know. So
it need to be deserved, guys.
Yeah, it's so exciting. Just so exciting.
If we wait long, you see, I was waiting for 9.5 years, 9.5 years in ACN, 3 years here. But thank God you did not invite me before. 3 years
I did. Stop saying that.
Yeah, but I was not in good. And when you invite me in 1 year, God willing, I'll be better because you work.
Yeah, that voice is all right tonight. Had no problems tonight. So I'm excited. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being on tonight, guys. Let's listen to this call over and over, like I know you guys do, but don't just listen. You have to apply. Just like with everything, you have to apply so that you can see a change in your business or even in yourself. Okay, so let's pack out our Zoom meetings. Let's make sure we're, you know, continually promoting for our training events, continuing to promote for the Emerge events, the Game On events. Let's do what we need to do to really have a big October. The bonus that's on the table right now with ACN, unbelievable. Okay, so make sure you are promoting. Let's get people to ETL as fast as possible so they can get that bonus. And let's just create a mess of momentum as we close out the fourth quarter. So thank you again, Renata, for joining us tonight. And everybody stay safe, stay blessed, stay healthy. And we look forward to seeing you next Wednesday on our Women Winning Wednesday night call. Have a great night.
Thank you so much. Good night.